Today we will be learning about digital rights and responsibilities. In this presentation, we will discuss the rights and responsibilities we are all faced with digital citizenship. We will learn what our rights and responsibilities are and how to be a good digital citizen. We will look at the opportunities and challenges we all face as digital citizens.
Digital citizenship is a topic that is becoming more prevalent in today's world as technology becomes part of everything we do. It is hard to find any part of our daily lives that have not been affected by technology in some way. As people, and especially students, learn to navigate this world, it is important to do it safely and responsibly. This video discusses some of the reasons why digital citizenship is important.
Digital citizenship, why it's important. Learning, collaborating, and discovering are just a few of the wonderful skills teachers love for their students to experience in the classroom. In the past, students were able to experience all these things within the confines of the classroom. Times have changed. Students are now able to take their learning outside the classroom walls. Students are able to research topics from a variety of resources online, chat with classmates about books they have read or topics they are studying, and create presentations, videos, and projects that showcase their learning in an authentic way. Yes, it is wonderful that our students have the digital world at their fingertips. However, with the vast information and connections on the internet, students need to learn how to behave and navigate appropriately while online. Students need to learn how to be good digital citizens. But what is good digital citizenship? Digital citizenship can be defined as displaying the best version of yourself while using technology and the values of society to guide you through a digital environment. It is so important that students are aware that the digital world and the real world go hand in hand. They are not their own separate entities, and they shouldn't be treated as such. According to Mike Ribble, there are 9 elements of digital citizenship that students need to learn. Digital access, digital commerce, digital communication, digital literacy, digital etiquette, digital law, digital rights and responsibilities, digital health and wellness, and digital security. Although all elements are important for our students to learn, there are essential elements to teach to our elementary students to help build the foundation for digital citizenship. Students have the world at their fingertips, and teaching digital literacy will teach students to distinguish the difference between credible and appropriate online resources. As teachers, we have been equipped to teach our students conflict resolution through our health lessons. Teaching our students digital communication and digital etiquette helps build the social skills that are necessary to communicate appropriately online and make wise decisions when doing so. At the elementary level, students learn how to be part of a learning community, and it's our job as teachers to make them proper digital citizens of that community.
Students now use technology for much of their education. As they work with technology, it is important that they are taught digital citizenship skills such as privacy and security needs, communication, cyberbullying, evaluating online resources for credibility, making sure not to overly rely on technology. It is highly likely that students will encounter online events that these skills will help them with. The article listed below goes further into detail about the development of these skills. Teaching students to navigate the digital world and be responsible digital citizens is now becoming a responsibility of teachers and parents alike. To ensure students have effective knowledge on how to be a responsible digital citizen, both parents and schools should work to build these skills in them. This article discusses the work schools are doing to teach digital citizenship and how effective one study found it to be. In most schools, students are taught the basics such as being kind online, keeping personal information private, and maneuvering between websites online. However, they are not taught more evolving skills like privacy policies, data tracking, and algorithms. The lack of education in these evolving skills is one of the issues the study found that needs to be worked on to help students become effective digital citizens in a changing world. This video details qualities of a good digital citizen and how to become one.
No matter where you go online, being a good digital citizen can make your online experience much smoother and safer. Thankfully, you can become a better digital citizen in just a few steps. First, always treat others as you'd like to be treated. As you go through forums, comment sections, and social media, remember you're interacting with real people, so be respectful and speak as you would if you were face to face. Insulting, bullying, or arguing with people only makes things worse, and that sort of negativity can have real-life consequences. Next, don't feed the trolls you meet. Trolls are people who enjoy aggravating or arguing with others, and they're found in comment sections, message boards, or anywhere else that can cause disruption. Unfortunately, they're also fairly common. If you encounter a troll, it's best not to interact with them, as any response will likely encourage them to continue their behavior. Don't take material that doesn't belong to you. Although it seems easy to claim others' work for your own use, you still need permission to use material that isn't yours. Always think carefully about what you post online. Remember that once you submit something, you lose control of it, whether it's a message board post or a text message. That's one big reason why your digital footprint can last for many years. So don't post anything that could hurt you if someone found it years later. Be incredibly careful with your personal info. Avoid posting sensitive information, such as your mailing address, phone number, or driver's license number, as some people may try to use that information to take advantage of you. Whenever you're in doubt whether something is safe to post online, don't post it. Finally, don't believe everything you read online. Always take the time to investigate claims and confirm their reliability, especially if they seem extraordinary. That also means you shouldn't share unconfirmed info on social media, or else you could be spreading misinformation. Essentially, being a good digital citizen means you're respectful and safe wherever you go online.
When reviewing the digital citizenship of students, it is important to consider these questions. What challenges and opportunities does digital citizenship education present for students? And what strategies can be used in the support of teaching digital citizenship responsibility? Let these questions guide your mind as you consider the importance of teaching digital citizenship to students.
Challenges of a responsible digital citizen. We face many challenges when we decide to be a digital citizen. Although there are many great things we can do on the internet, we share the internet with many other people. We don't want to overshare. Even though we can post anything, we don't want to share everything. Think to yourself, would I want my mom and dad to see this? We can't believe everything we see on the internet either, because people are showing us what they want us to see. The information can be very skewed. Consider stranger danger. It may seem like we know someone, but on the internet, they show us what they want us to see. They can pretend to be someone or something they are not. Privacy is extremely important. We don't want to ever give out our personal information, such as our address, full name, etc. Some things are better left safe with us. Always make sure we have strong passwords so others can't easily guess it or use it. Now that we know the challenges, let's look specifically at safety. Many times we might feel safe because we are on our device, in our account, and we're interacting with the people we know. We post our pictures and our information, but we must be careful with what we share and post. Nothing is ever private on the internet, and nothing really ever goes away. Things we post will be there from years from now. If something ever feels uncomfortable, strange, not right, or scary, we must report it. We can report it to an adult, the site, or sometimes even the police. We have to trust our feelings and our instincts. It's always better to be safe. Many people pose as other people. We should never plan to meet someone online, but if we do, we need to let people know where we are. Take someone with us, meet in a public place, and always have an exit plan if things get unsafe. Bullying on the internet is a concern that we often think might not affect us. This is something that most people will face at some point on the internet. When we respond to people that are being negative and then we get into the conversation of a back and forth, we too can contribute to the problem. We do what's called feeding the trolls. Many people thrive on conflict and making others angry. When we respond, we enable them. Many times it is best to report the problem or leave the conversation and don't respond. No matter what, it is our job as a digital citizen to say something if we see something. Let's watch this video to recap what safety means.
Love and kisses from... Oh, it's on! I'm sorry, guys. I know I've told you I'd share everything with you, but this letter is really, really private. Okay. Now it's safe in my top secret secretive box. The internet is a great place to do research for school. Share pictures with friends, play video games, or check out the latest trending videos. But it's important to remember that there are billions of people who access the internet, and not everyone has good intentions when doing so. You should think carefully before you share personal information, pictures, or videos on the internet, even if you think it is private. Nothing on the internet is completely private. It's a good rule of thumb not to put up anything that could embarrass you later. If you wouldn't want your grandmother to see it, then don't post it. And don't share private information with people you don't know. Trust your instincts. If someone approaches you online and makes you feel uncomfortable or in danger, stop communication with them immediately. And tell a parent or another trusted adult. It's best not to meet in person someone you've only met online, even if you've been communicating with them for a long time. They may not be who they have told you they are, and it could be dangerous. If you do decide to meet someone from online, it's best to meet them in a public place and to not go alone. Always take a friend along just to be safe, and let someone else know exactly where you are going and who you are going to meet. Bullying someone online through email, social media, text messaging, or any other website or app is called cyberbullying and is still a form of bullying. It's often better to block, delete, or try to ignore bullying messages than to respond to them. If that doesn't work, getting help from a parent, school counselor, or another trusted adult might be a good idea. That's especially true if the cyberbullying contains threats. Remember to always keep your personal information private. Check your privacy settings to make sure that only your friends can see what you post. And never, ever share your passwords with anyone else. The internet could be a wonderful place to explore. Just remember to stay safe while doing it.
Another challenge to consider is privacy. We often think that privacy just applies to us and our things. However, privacy refers to everyone. We think our pictures and posts belong to us, but the internet makes it very easy for others to get these things from the sites we are on. When using a site to post, we need to ensure we are using the most strict privacy settings available. This doesn't ensure no one can get our information, but it does make it harder to get. We have to be mindful of what we post. If we would be embarrassed for someone to see it, maybe we shouldn't post it. We also have to respect the privacy of others. We can't just copy their words, pictures, information, and then use it as ours. If we are using it, we must cite it and give the credit to the person who created it. We can't claim it as ours if it isn't. We need to think about how we want our privacy respected and do the same for others. And remember, nothing is ever private on the internet. Just as there are challenges, we also have opportunities with digital citizenship. By being a responsible citizen, we can be respectful to ourselves and others. We consider permissions of ours and others as well. We respect the privacy of others. We are mindful of what we post, and we realize that what we post leaves a digital footprint that lasts for years to come. We also realize that it is our responsibility to speak up if we see something. Good citizens hold themselves to a higher standard and don't allow others to do less. What you leave on the internet creates a digital reputation for yourself. Others that share the internet with you will look to see what you post, say, and do, and then see you in that light. How do you want others to view you on the internet? Now you have a choice to make. Will you be a good digital citizen and be responsible and share only appropriate things, treat others kindly, be aware of the laws and the privacy of yourself and others, use platforms to promote good, and speak up when you see something? Or will you make the choice to be a poor digital citizen? Will you abuse the privilege you are charged with and share whatever you like? Will you show little kindness? Will you pay no attention to the laws and privacy of others? Will you feed the trolls and maybe even become a bully yourself? Remember, nothing goes away on the internet. How will you leave your digital footprint as a digital citizen? Now we will watch this video to gain more information about digital rights and responsibilities.
The internet is full of information that is available at the click of a button. The internet gives you the right to express yourself freely by sharing, creating, and finding information. However, with those rights come responsibility. Digital rights and responsibility is simply being responsible while creating, sharing, and finding information in the digital world. You have the responsibility as a digital citizen to behave positively online regardless of what you see, do, and hear. Being a responsible digital citizen looks like being respectful and kind to other digital citizens, respecting the privacy of others, and following the appropriate policies in all digital spaces. As you use your rights to find, share, and create information online for leisure, your rights also help you build a digital reputation online. Your reputation could be a vegan food blogger, an online activist, or even a beauty guru. Whatever it is, it's essential to understand that the way that you behave online shapes how people perceive you both online and offline. Each post, comment, and picture reflect you. It is fairly common when applying to jobs or college that reviewers will check your digital channels, like your social media. For example, if you make insensitive comments about a group of people on a social platform and it is made aware to the reviewer, they may consider those comments while reviewing your application. To avoid issues like this, practice proper digital responsibility by keeping an open mind to people's opinions and standing up for others who may be the victim to rude and aggressive behavior online. Always be mindful of what you post and work to maintain a strong digital reputation. And finally, consistently demonstrate positive actions in the digital world for the benefit of yourself and other digital citizens.
Hello everyone, and so today I'll be talking about strategies to support digital rights and responsibilities of students. This is an important topic for our schools as technology continues to play a larger role in education each and every year. So our first strategy that I would like to look at today is going to be the implementation of a digital citizenship curriculum. After a little bit of research, I think it would be a great idea if schools would integrate lessons that teach online safety, respectful communication, and even privacy. These lessons will help students understand how to navigate the digital world in not only a responsible way, but just in general a safe way. So, for example, the Common Sense Education Program, they offer a digital citizenship curriculum that's been widely adopted by many schools across our nation, and it's been shown to improve student awareness and behaviors around the use of technology, especially in school and out of school too. And so, if you're interested in looking at this, you can find the study on this curriculum right here at the bottom of this page where I've put this resource at. On this slide, here's a short video that's going to introduce the concept of digital citizenship. This video highlights how being a good digital citizen means making very smart, safe, and responsible choices while we're on the internet or online. So let's watch and think about how these ideas connect to what we're learning in schools today. So the second strategy that I'd like for us to look at today is going to be requiring students to sign an acceptable use policy, or as many people call it, an AUP. So these AUPs outline the responsible use of digital tools and set clear expectations for students to follow. So a good example of a place that does this is right here in our home state of Alabama. Is going to be Jasper City Schools, as they have a very detailed AUP that guides students in using technology respectfully and safely. So if you want to learn more about it, or just check it out to kind of see what you think, it is going to be on Jasper City Schools' webpage, and the policy is all online. And so you can find that right there at the resource provided at the bottom of the page. So next here we have a video that is going to explain what an acceptable use policy is and why it's important for students that we have here at our schools and in our classrooms. So as you watch this video, I want you to think about how AUPs can help set clear expectations for things such as technology and being responsible in the classroom and even beyond that out in our community.
Hello, awesome students. Today we will be learning about the acceptable use policy. So what is an acceptable use policy? It is a list of do's and don'ts when using computers in the lab, library, or classroom. It is what you and your parents signed as part of the behavior handbook. Here is what the acceptable use policy, or AUP, says. You will use the computer for school use only. Sorry, no online shopping for you. Remember to be kind and courteous. Communicate with appropriate language. Don't download anything. Use only teacher-approved websites. Don't give out your password ever. In fact, only use passwords provided by the school. Never give out personal information. This includes your name, address, and phone number. Finally, follow all the copyright laws. Let people have the right to their own property. This means songs, pictures, articles, and information from the internet. If you use it, remember to tell where you got it. Get permission to use it too. So this is the acceptable use policy. Any questions?
And so the third strategy that I'd like to talk about today is going to be parental engagement. A big thing to do is that schools, they can collaborate with parents to promote digital responsibility at home and in the community. And so I know this is something that we like to do at our high school each year, where we talk to parents about digital safety and whatnot, because at our school it's very common for teachers to use items such as Chromebooks and whatnot in the classroom for engaging lessons. And so another really good example of this is going to be the Orange Unified School District out of California. I was reading on their website how they invite parents every year to attend presentations on digital citizenship, where they cover important topics such as online safety, cyberbullying, and even media literacy. And so if you'd like to learn more about how they kind of do this each year and try and collaborate with the parents, you can look at that resource that I have right at the bottom of the page here. And so to wrap this up, promoting digital rights and responsibilities, it requires a collaborative effort from many folks. This can include educators, parents, schools, and even the communities. It takes a collaborative effort to be able to do this. And so by implementing strategies such as digital citizenship curriculum, acceptable use policies, and parental engagement programs, we can create a safe and a respectful digital environment for all of our students, because in the end, they're the ones that matter, and we got to figure out ways to keep them safe as we use the internet for our engaging lessons and throughout the school day. So I just want to thank you for watching this presentation, and let's work together to create a positive and responsible digital behavior in all of our schools.